Hey peeps, Dawn here, also known as Schwig. It is February 17th, the day before my birthday. I am 1 year and September, October, November, January, 5 months out post-op of R&Y or gastric bypass surgery. I had my surgery with Dr. Tom Umbach of Blossom Bariatrics at the Warm Springs Surgical Center in Las Vegas. I am not from Las Vegas. I am from beautiful British Columbia, Canada, on the west coast on Vancouver Island. And I traveled to Las Vegas because I did not have to wait if I was going to self-pay, and you can't self-pay in Canada. Or there was one place, but the doctor wasn't very, didn't have very good reviews. So I traveled to Las Vegas to have my surgery done. I am 5'6.5". I am going to be 47 years old tomorrow, and I am currently my weight when pre-surgery was 337 pounds. The day of surgery was 303.3 pounds. My lowest weight I have ever seen is 209 pounds, and that was months and months and months ago. I am currently, today, as of this morning, 220.1 pounds, and that is where I have been staying for a long time. So I'm fluctuating within 3 pounds, 218, 219 to 222 on any given day, because I do weigh myself every morning. And I typically would normally do this on a Wednesday, but because of time restraints, my job, all that kind of stuff, I am just doing it when I have time. And for me right now, that is a Saturday night. So what have I been doing? I feel like I have piece of skin or something on my face I can see. I started doing the Jillian Michaels 90-day revolution again, and I am now on, well, I just completed day 13 of it. Tomorrow is a rest day, so I will probably still do something so I can mark off my calendar, because my calendar is what is keeping me going right now. So it's all about motivation for me right now. It's all about creating the habit of getting out to the gym and doing what I need to do. I really feel like there's something there. And so I'm doing whatever works. So right now it's my calendar. I started it in January, but I didn't start it till the end of January, and I went back and filled it in. So what I decided to do, and I told you guys this on my last video, I don't know if you can hear that, that's my washing machine going. In my last video I told you guys that my plan for this year is to try to work out more times in the month than not. And to keep track of that, I am marking it on my calendar. So there's my January calendar, and I look back and I did it by 1 day. Just only by 1 day. And I was kind of perturbed that I really slacked on these days, because I really had no excuse. None at all. But I wasn't marking it off, so I wasn't keeping track. It wasn't a visual for me to see what I was doing. So when I got the 28th was the day that the 28th of January was the day that I decided that I was going to start using this calendar and really mark off every day that I work out and keep track of it. That's really kept me going, because here is my February. I'm quite often out in the gym at midnight or even 1 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that I get my workout in. Ultimately, I would like to do my workouts in the morning because they're done and over with. I don't have to think about them for the rest of the day. But right now I'm really struggling with my sleep. So if I can get my 7 hours sleep at night, I'm taking that before I'm working out. So my workouts happen at night. But like I said, I am making sure that I'm marking it off on my calendar, and the thought of having one of these blank right now after being so successful for the first part of the month absolutely kills me. So I will not go to bed until I have done this. Now I'm starting to struggle again because I'm like in the last 2 weeks here, and I'm already thinking about what happens when I flip the page, and it's a clean page, and it's a whole mental thing for me again because now I can't see all these marks, all these days that I've marked off. I don't know. It's just something up here, right? Like I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm assuming I'm not the only one that's like that, but anyways, so what I'm really considering doing is taking these pages and taking them out of the book after they're done and framing them and hanging them on my wall in a spot where I'm going to see them all the time. So whatever works, whatever works. I am willing to do whatever works. So I came to you guys on Instagram and said about a week ago that I was having such a hard time getting out to the gym. And I really was. It was like torture. I was torturing myself. Every single time I was going out there, before I would go out there, for sometimes 2-3 hours, I would go, okay, I really need to go to the gym. I should just get out to the gym. And then I would sit down and I'd watch TV and I'd get lazy, or I would do something else, and I would procrastinate. And then finally I would get out to the gym and I would feel so good about it once I was out there. Now, I want you guys to understand, these are only half an hour workouts. It's not like it's an hour or hour and a half, 2 hours long. I'm doing this particular workout because it's 90 days. Did I already tell you what it is? The Jillian Michaels 90-day revolution, body revolution. It's 90 days long, and I'm basically using it, number one, to work out, but number two, to build the habit of getting out to the gym. And then if I want to stay out there longer than half an hour, I definitely can. But that's really what I'm using this program for. So I'm not really following the diet with this program. But I do have a question for you guys, because in the books that you get with it, so there's a fitness guide, meal prepping, meal planning. I think it's the kickstart your 7-day kickstart your metabolism. Okay, there's a spot in here that I was reading. Should have figured this out before I started the video, because you guys know I don't edit my videos. Oh, no foods. Okay, so it talks about yes foods, organic dairy, organic meat, seafood. Talks about different vitamins and stuff like that you should be taking. Tips and strategies for success, all that kind of stuff, shopping lists. But then it has no foods, like the foods that you shouldn't be eating. It says these foods should never be included as part of your weight loss. These foods should never be included as part of your weight loss, and they even highlight never. So, soy, peanuts, raw I can't say this word. Raw cruciferous vegetables. So, and they've got in brackets, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and kale. Let that sink in for a second. These are the no foods. These foods should never be included as part of your weight loss. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and kale. I think, with the exception of Brussels sprouts, because I don't really care for them that much, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and kale have been staples in every single diet I have ever done my whole life. And they're no foods. More no foods. Pine nuts and pignoli nuts. I have no idea what that is. Millet, bamboo shoots, peaches, strawberries. It says the above foods may cause goitrogenic effects. Goitrogenic effects. I have no idea what that means. Goitrogenins. Oh my God. You guys gonna see, I did not do really good in school. Are substances that suppress the function of the thyroid gland by interfering with iodine uptake, which can, as a result, cause the enlargement of your thyroid. So are they telling you not to eat broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts and kale if you have a thyroid issue? Or are they just saying stay away from them because it could cause, as a result, cause the enlargement of thyroid? The above foods may have, it's GOITROGENIC. How do you say it? Effects. Goitrogens are substances that suppress the function of the thyroid gland by interfering with iodine uptake, which can, as a result, cause the enlargement of the thyroid. So I'm just not eating broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, or kale right now. And then it also says no foods are, after it says these are the ones that cause an enlargement of the thyroid. Okay, then it says alcohol, no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, no MSG, no high fructose corn syrup. That's been a no-no on my list for years. I've just known that it makes me feel like crap. It shoots my blood sugar through the ceiling, just the little tiniest bit. High fructose corn syrup, bad. It's probably one of the worst foods ever. Artificial sweeteners such as equal aspartame, Splenda, sweet and low. Artificial colors, artificial flavors, nitrites such as processed hot dogs, bacon, lunch meat, and sausages. No heavily processed chemical foods. We all know that most of the fitness gurus, when they're talking about diets, they like to go organic and stuff like that. So that's not a surprise, the rest of that. But that broccoli and cauliflower, So, I mentioned that my weight is 220 this morning. My weight really, even though I've been doing, this, and working out hard, my scale hasn't changed. Not at all. I came to you guys a couple videos ago and told you that I was going to be working on my food and paying attention to what I'm eating, experimenting with it to see what works for me, what doesn't work for me, doing it for 2 weeks at a time. Okay, so not counting calories didn't do anything for me. Nothing. So my next step, I haven't really thought about it, so I'm going to think about it good and know what I'm going to do by tomorrow. Whether that just is really restricting what I'm eating. See, restricting doesn't cut it either, because previous to 2 weeks ago, I was getting anywhere between 500 to 1,000 calories a day. 500 to 1,000. And that was, if I wasn't really paying attention to what I was eating during the day, I would forget to eat. And so some days it would be 500 calories. And then, okay, so this last 2 weeks I thought, I'm not going to count my calories, and I'm going to go to town. I'm going to push it and see what happens. Maybe some people were saying I'm not eating enough calories in the day, and maybe I need to increase that. So I did. Now, I wouldn't say I increased it with the healthiest foods. It depends on the way you look at it. I was eating like bacon and eggs and tomatoes, avocados for breakfast. I'd have my protein shake. I was eating probably 4 to 5 times a day, but my meals were higher fat, higher calorie meals. I was eating anywhere from 18 to 2,500 calories a day. So I went from 500 to 1,000 to 1,800 to 2,500 calories a day in the last 2 weeks, and my scale never changed at all. Nothing. It didn't go up. It didn't like I said, within that 3 pounds always, but it didn't change. Nothing. So I am increasing my water because I have, I think I was in water denial. My water, I think I was drinking no more than 60 ounces of water a day for the last quite a while. So in the last couple of days, I have increased my water intake to 150 ounces a day, and plus a little bit more sometimes. Really the only difference that I'm noticing right now is that I'm peeing a lot more. That's what I'm noticing. But I'm going to keep doing that because it's good for you, and I should be doing it. And What else? What else? So yeah, I think my biggest question with this video is, what do you guys think about that broccoli, cauliflower? No broccoli, no cauliflower, no Brussels sprouts, no. What else was there? Cabbage and no kale. Also, no soy, no peanuts, no pine nuts, no pignoli nuts, no millet, no bamboo shoots, no peaches, and no strawberries. So, well, I said the yes foods were organic, dairy, meat, seafood. That's what I am actually really seriously considering for the next 2 weeks, is cutting out my dairy, because I love dairy. I could consist on, I could live on cheese, Greek yogurt, feta cheese, cottage cheese. Yeah, I always go back to cheese. But you know, I'm considering eliminating that to see what happens and how I feel and stuff like that. It's only 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I can do anything for 2 weeks, right? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. I think so. She's got some good recipes in here, but like I said, I'm not really doing the Jillian Michaels diet part of it. I'm just really experimenting with everything else first, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's about 16 minutes, so I'm going to say a good night. Well, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, I was going to tell you, my son bought me, I don't know if you can see them there, going back there, some really beautiful flowers for my birthday. And he also sent me a gift basket. And it was a really nice gift basket if I hadn't had this surgery, because it had 2 different kinds of Oreos in it. It had a bag of store-made cookies. It had a box of tea. It had these nut pucks. It had a bag of nuts. It had a box of Rocky Mountain chocolates. I looked at it and went, oh my God, that is a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. So over the course of the day, I've been giving it all away. I did have a couple of chocolates, which basically put me into a coma earlier today. So that was no good. But yeah, so I gave most of the stuff away. I took some pictures of the basket and the flowers before I took it apart and sent it to my son, who works overseas, and said, thank you very much. You know, the flowers are absolutely beautiful and stuff. Well, he FaceTimed me back right away to say, what did they send you? Show me again what they sent you. Because I got this package with all these cookies and treats in it. And he says, this is supposed to be the healthy lifestyles basket. It's supposed to have meats and cheeses and olives and stuff like that in it. So it was a mix-up, but that's okay. It was the thought that counts, and I really appreciate it. It just makes me feel really special on my birthday. So yeah, and I hope that you guys are all having a super great day. If you're new to my channel, hey! And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. I love you guys. Don't forget that I am doing a giveaway. There will be a NutriBullet giveaway that closes on March 5th. If you go back to my last video, you can see there how to enter. And yeah, so it's March 5th because I'm going away at the end of this month, and I just wanted to give you guys time to be able to enter into it. So only requirements are that you are one of my peeps, because it's called a Peep Appreciation Giveaway. So you've got to be subscribed to my channel. You do not have to have had weight loss surgery. You just have to be somebody who supports me, and that's all it's about. It's not about how many subscribers I have. It's not about how many likes I have. It's not about how many how much weight I've lost or anything like that. It is strictly peep appreciation, because I want to show you guys how much I appreciate you. So that being said, it is time for me to go flip my laundry over. All that exciting stuff. Peace out, peeps.